Hey everyone, I'm excited as I always am whenever I get to jump on these live streams with you guys. Super excited. Ooh, my computer, it's a bit dark and the lighting is a bit weird here. It's nighttime here in Spain. Okay, it's 7 o'clock at night. So comment what time it is, where in the world you are when you're watching this video. It's kind of cool, like with all the different time zones, we've got people watching in the morning and afternoon and evening time here where I am. So comment what time it is where in the world that you are when you're jumping on live today. So in today's video, and I have my notes here, I got a kitten coming for the computer because they love to push buttons on my computer. No kitten. Today's topic is I'm going to be talking about riding the trail less traveled. Okay. And by that, what we really mean is sometimes taking a different path than what you thought you were supposed to take. That might actually be the best way to achieve riding success. So I'm going to dive into that a little bit here in a second. But again, if you're joining me live or in the replay, comment what time it is wherever in the world you are right now. So it's 7 o'clock at night where I am. 7 o'clock at night in Spain, España. So let's see where in the world you guys are. Maybe comment your time, and we'll try and guess where in the world you are because that's more fun. Comment. Also, if you guys are just joining in the replay, make sure that you participate. Okay, I reply to every single comment. I always read the comments, so make sure that you participate. We got 11 a.m. Woohoo! Morning time. Comment. Okay. So, on this topic of riding the trail less traveled, okay, taking, let's say, an alternate path to achieving riding success. First, let's talk about the normal path. Okay, the normal path is, it's not that it's necessarily wrong, but it's kind of like the hamster wheel of the equestrian industry. Okay. Just like a lot of us, maybe we're riding the hamster wheel in our day jobs. Okay. We eat, we go to work, we make some money, we barely pay our bills. Of course, we pay for horses because we love horses. And then we go home, we eat and we sleep, and then we're on the hamster wheel. We do it again the next day. Well, there's a horsey hamster wheel that we're also running around on. And a lot of us probably don't realize it because it's a little bit normalized. A lot of us are doing it, but that's kind of the old way of doing it. And it's not so much relevant nowadays. So, what's the equestrian hamster wheel nowadays? Okay. And again, if you're just now joining me live, comment what time it is. Comment what time it is. So, what's the modern 2023 horsey hamster wheel? I used to be on the horsey hamster wheel for many years, and it went something like this. I couldn't really afford to ride riding lessons very regularly. So, what would I do? I would pick stalls when I could in my free time. Okay, so I had a job. I would pick stalls in the free time, or I would go to school because I was young. So, I would go to school, I would pick stalls, and then every 2 weeks, I would have saved up enough money that I could take a horse riding lesson. And then I would take that horse riding lesson. Of course, I had to do like a group lesson for a little while because I couldn't afford a full one. And then after a while, I realized in the group lesson, I was riding for I was getting actually probably 15 minutes of instruction from my coach during that group lesson because, there was multiple people in one class. So I was like, actually, it's better for my money to get a private lesson. So same thing, I would go to school or I would work, and then I would pick stalls, and then I would go to my lesson every 2 weeks. Okay, that's all I could manage at the time. And I would get my hour-long lesson this time, okay, private lesson, but it was every 2 weeks. So every time I would show up, basically my riding instructor was kind of recapping what we did 2 weeks ago, and then kind of trying to teach me new stuff. But to be honest, I'm just going to say he was kind of keeping me busy for an hour. Okay, he was filling the time for an hour. I wouldn't say I wasn't learning something, but I'm not going to say I was learning a lot. Okay, and that was the horsey hamster wheel I was on. Okay, round and round and round I went, and I was going to these lessons for many, many years. I was getting a little bit better, maybe. I was reading books in my free time. I was watching, I was buying horsey DVDs. That was the thing at the time in the 2000s, early 90s, late 90s, sorry, buying DVDs, okay, watching these horsey DVDs. And that was the hamster wheel that I was on. And no matter how hard I tried, no matter how many lessons I was kind of taking, even when I swapped from group lessons to private lessons, I was still kind of going round and round and round on this horsey hamster wheel. Okay. Who here feels like maybe they're riding the horsey hamster wheel? Okay, I want you guys to comment that a little bit. Um, comment on the hamster wheel. Okay, if you feel like you're on the horsey hamster wheel, because I'm sure we have that in this group. So, what I wanted to talk about, so that's, let's say, the normal. Okay, we work really hard, we have our day jobs, whatever. Some of you guys have kids in school, and then you get your 1 hour lesson a week or every couple of weeks, like I did. And it's kind of cool, but if it's a group lesson, you're not getting a whole lot of instruction. And if it is a single private lesson, you're not necessarily progressing very rapidly because it's only once a week, right? So, who here's on the horsey hamster wheel? I want you guys to comment horsey hamster wheel. I see somebody else joining, 10 a.m. We have somebody 11 a.m., somebody 10 a.m. It's 7 p.m. here in Spain. So comment horsey hamster wheel. Okay, so that's the norm. Now let's talk about the road less traveled, okay? The road less traveled. And I want you guys to imagine a nightclub of all things, okay? I know horsey peoples don't really go to nightclubs, but try and picture it, okay? Imagine a nightclub and everyone is in that line. Okay, I've seen the movies. I don't know, right? They're always in a line waiting to get into this nightclub because it's super popular. Okay, so they're all waiting in this line behind the ropes and everything. And at some point, they let a couple of people inside, and then you're standing around for a long time waiting for, I don't know what it is you're waiting for. I don't know. It's not something horsey people usually go to. But here's the thing. Some people, what do? They go to the bouncer, they slip them 100, they go inside. Right? So they've completely skipped the line, slipped them 100, and then they go inside. Other people, they have friends who are working at the nightclub. So they go around to the back, okay? And they use the back door to go inside this nightclub, okay? And other people, they came with their friends or with a celebrity. So what do? They go to the front of the line, okay? So the point is, okay, you have the front door, you have the back door, you have alternative ways you can stand in the line with everyone else. You can get a friend, you can do this, you can slip them 100. The point is, it's not about how, okay? It's not about which door is better, okay? Is it better to stand in line? Is it better to give them 100? Is it better to have a friend go through the back? Okay, it's not about which door is better so much as more than one door exists, okay? There's multiple doors to get into the same nightclub. There's multiple avenues. There's multiple routes to go to the same thing. Okay? So that's kind of the purpose behind today's topic is there's multiple ways that you can achieve something without riding on that hamster wheel of life, okay? Without having to wait in that long queue like everyone else does, okay? We can get a little bit creative and we can kind of find what the back doors are or the hidden doors. Yeah? Does that sound good, everyone? Ooh, I see. Ellie, also 7 p.m. Yes, in France. In France. I won't even try a French accent. Okay. So, riding the trail less traveled is definitely something I can say in my career that I have done. I know when I wanted to work overseas with horses, especially as a show jumper, okay, everyone told me, like, go to Germany. Go to Germany. Like, that's where show jumping is. Okay. And the first job that I got internationally was in Belgium. And instead of continuing the route in Europe, I did something no one thought I would do. And I went to Cairo after that. And I worked in Cairo for a year. Guess what? I was working with, at that time, an FEI level 2 show jumping coach, which is what I am now. Okay. But I thought this guy walked on water. Okay. To me, he was like my idol. He was jumping big jumps. I was like, wow, I want to be like that someday. But I went to Cairo. Okay. So I worked with show jumping horses, high level show jumping horses, but I didn't do it by flying to Germany. Okay. I was 21 years old and I went to Cairo of all places. So I share that story because there is this third door mentality. Okay. You have to find a way over, around it, through it, under it. There's alternative paths, multiple detours, and whatever can all lead to the same destination. Okay. So, and again, I'm just going to kind of look at my notes here. I bet you guys wouldn't have thought about going to Cairo to learn show jumping, but that's exactly what I did. I want you guys to comment Cairo right now if you're joining me live. People give up on their dreams too easily, okay? A lot of the times when things aren't working out for them, or they're riding the horsey hamster wheel, okay, things aren't working out, They tend to give up. They tend to try and find excuses or reasons. Maybe their coach is not a very good coach, it's not a very good instructor, so they just don't see how they can achieve their dream. And a lot of the times, the way our brains work is we want to know how. Okay, we're your problem solvers. We want to know how, especially if you're a logical thinking person, you want to know the how. So if you don't know the how, it's really hard for you to visualize and say, oh, yes, of course I'm going to get my dreams because I know exactly how to do that. The thing is, you're not supposed to know how. Okay, that's not your job. Yeah, you guys are riding horses because it's fun. Sure, maybe you own one or two or three, I don't know, but it's fun for you. Okay, it's not your job, it's not your profession. A lot of you guys, you have your jobs that you go to work. You don't have the time, you don't have the energy to come up with the how and the training plan because if you've never achieved that before, if you've never done that before, how are you expected to know the how? Okay, you can't. You can't know the how because you've never done it before. It seems logical, it seems like common sense, but a lot of times we get so obsessed and so wrapped up and so consumed into how that it actually causes us to burn out. We get overwhelmed, we get frustrated when things aren't working, and then that's how we end up giving up on our dreams. Okay, I'm sorry to say it, but I see people giving up on their dreams all the time. Okay, they let things stop them, they let the fears stop them. What if, my body's not good enough? What if I'm not as good as the other riders? Oh, I don't want to look silly. Oh, what if my horse such and such? Okay, oh, what about the money? What if I have to spend all this money on this horse and then this horse gets sick or whatever it is? So they give up their dreams thinking about problems that haven't even happened yet. And normally, because we're logical problem solving, like thinking human beings, normally, if a challenge comes, we can solve it. Okay. I've never had somebody not solve a problem if it was a serious problem and they were determined enough to solve that problem. I've never seen somebody unable to solve life's problems and challenges that are presented to them. Okay. They say that we were given our lives because we could handle everything that we were born to receive. Okay. I was given this life. I was given this life going to Cairo, going to India, going to different places. I was given that life because I could handle it. Okay. Not everyone can handle it. That's why not everyone's doing that. Okay. But I am. And that's why I was given those opportunities. So all of the problems that you're thrown, the universe throws at you are all problems you are more than capable of handling. Yeah. So giving up your dream because of the what ifs, because of the maybes, because of the buts, that's the worst thing that you can do because you were actually designed and programmed to handle every problem that is presented to you. Okay. All you have to do is not give up. All you have to do is not give up. Okay. I want you guys to comment right now. Never give up. Never give up. I see some Kairos. Woohoo. Kairos. It's a weird place to go learn show jumping, but that's what I did, you guys. I took the road less traveled. Okay. I want you to comment right now. Never give up. Never give up. Never surrender. If you guys have seen that funny movie. Okay. So again, talking about that nightclub metaphor. Okay. People, they tend to give up on their dreams too easily. They try door number one. It doesn't work. So they give up. Okay. Then they come up with a different dream, probably an easier dream. When actually, all you have to do is try door number 3, door number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like whatever. As many doors as it takes. As many as it takes. Okay. That's the difference between the people who achieve their dreams and the people who don't. It takes as many as it takes. Yeah. When I started this business, by the way, the International Equestrian, I knew nothing about the interweb. Okay. I'm a horse coach. Okay. I didn't know how to do live streams on Facebook. Are you kidding me? If I would have let that stop me, guess what? You guys wouldn't be on this call right now. Like, how cool is that? That I can sit here, a horsey person, terrified of technology. I hated Facebook. I didn't want a Facebook. My friends had to tell me to get a Facebook. Okay, I didn't know how to use it. And here I am a couple years later. I never would have started this business if I had let that fear stop me. And thank God I didn't, because guess what? I got all of you guys awesome in the room with me. All of the excuses not to did cross your path. Never give up. Yes, never give up. Never give up. How cool is this? I get to work with equestrians all around the world now. I mean, I kind of was before, but now I get to do it in a different way. I get to help more of you guys all at the same time. Okay, because I didn't let my fear of Facebook stop me. Thank God. Thank God I didn't. Um, okay, so try door number 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, as many as it takes. Okay, it takes as many as it takes. The problem is stopping. You got to stop stopping. Quit quitting. Okay, stop stopping and quit quitting. Here's the other thing. People, they get attached to how they think things should be done. Okay, they think, oh, I go to a riding lesson, somebody watches me ride, blah, 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 blah. Like that's how it works. Okay, and by doing that, you're actually closing yourself off to the wondrous possibilities that are out there in behind doors 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. For example, virtual coaching. Okay. If somebody would have told me 5 years ago, maybe even before COVID, okay, 3 years ago, somebody told me I could, as an equestrian, do virtual coaching, I would have laughed or said, ha, that's cute. No one can do what I do virtually. Yeah. But guess what? I mean, Ellie, you're proof of that. Okay. Ellie, I got Facebook users. I can't call anyone else out, but so many of my VIPs, all of my sticky buds, the people use my app. Okay. I get all these updates all the time from you guys. Like, I've never even seen your face in person. I wouldn't be able to spot you on the street, but they did my app and they're sending me messages like, oh my God, it changed my life. It changed my horse's life. How cool is that? Okay. If you're closed off to the possibilities behind doors 2, 3, 5, and they're not the traditional route of having an instructor standing in the arena with you, you gotta get creative. You gotta take that trail less traveled. Okay, find that alternate route. Find doors 2, 3, 4, 5. And it might be virtual coaching. It might be jumping on these calls with me. It might be doing my app. Might be reading my book, like whatever it is. But don't close yourself off to those possibilities. Technology is not against us, horsey people. Technology is the best thing that's happened to the equestrians since I don't know what, since the invention of saddles. Okay, like trust me, this is a good thing, you guys. We needed this little kick in the pants into the 21st century. Okay, what else? So people that get attached to how they think things should be done when they should be open-minded to try new things like the apps, online coaching, instead of just sticking with that in-person instructor who, yes, maybe stands in the arena with them, but shouts nonsense. Okay, have you guys had a lesson like that? I had somebody not that long ago. I was trying a horse to buy here in Europe, and this dressage lady starts shouting nonsensical dressage gibberish, which I've ridden Grand Prix dressage horses many times. Like I am familiar. I'm a certified FEI level 2 dressage coach and show jumping coach. I have to be qualified as a show jumper to teach dressage and show jumping. I can't just do show jumping. I have to do both. Anyway, she was saying like nonsensical dressage gibberish as if that was going to help me with her horse that wouldn't do anything. And I just remember thinking like, what are you saying, lady? Like, just stop. Just stop. Okay. So just because somebody's standing in the arena with you shouting words like impulsion and the ears, look through the ears or whatever she was saying, I don't know, does not mean that that's actually beneficial to you in your training and to your horse. Okay. That's not a lesson. That's not going to help you on your quest or on your journey. It's not. Okay, so just because you're attached to the idea of somebody in the arena with you does not mean that that's actually the route that's the best route for you. Okay, and I love the app. So helpful for my thinking and giving me a plan in the arena. Woo! I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Unfortunately, I can't see who it is. Facebook user. Thank you very much. I'm glad you love the app. We just updated the app with a whole bunch of cool new stuff as well. I have some cool, fun lessons. I made a list today. I have like 3 or 4 guided audio lessons that everybody keeps kind of giving me new ideas for stuff. So I have a few really fun ones coming out this month, which I'm excited about. Okay, so the bottom line is people who are willing to be creative, okay, the people who are willing to not just stand in the queue the traditional way, waiting to get in the nightclub, okay, but they're actually willing to find and try other avenues, okay, other approaches, other doors. Even if they go to door 2 and it's not quite the door that they wanted, boom, they try door 3. Okay. So there's this fear or misconception that you have to have somebody physically standing in an arena with you in order to learn. Again, that's far from the truth. Yeah. I used to watch regular videos of myself riding, okay? When I was going to a horsey college for 9 months straight, and to be honest, I had 2 riding lessons every single day. 2. 2 different instructors, a jumping and a dressage coach, every single day for 9 months. Okay, standing in an arena with me. Some of you guys right now, how many of you think that sounds good? Do you want 2 times a day, every day for 9 months, a dressage and a jumping coach standing in an arena with you telling you exactly what to do? It sounds kind of cool, doesn't it? I thought it sounded cool, so I signed up for it. Here's the thing though. It was interesting, don't get me wrong, I was learning some stuff for sure. The big thing that I actually got the most feedback from was we did, like, I think, quarterly riding videos of ourselves where we, or if it was the weather was bad or whatever it was, where we would had video ourselves riding and we would just sit and critique ourselves. Like that was our classroom. If it was too snowy outside or whatever, like we would sit and watch videos of ourselves riding, and I would be able to see with my own eyes, like, oh my God, she kept saying to me in the lessons twice a day for 3 months now to do such and such, or that I'm not doing blah, 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 or my leg's not back enough, or whatever it was. And it didn't actually click for some reason until I saw it in a video and I couldn't hide it anymore. And I was like, oh my God, that's what she's been talking about this whole time. Okay. So watching those videos of myself, I'm going to say that leapfrogged me greatly in my own progress, because I could not just hear the gibberish, but I could actually see it. I could see it. I could see myself. I could hear the critique and feedback that they were giving as I was watching it. And it clicked. It clicked, it clicked, it clicked. Okay. So I found it to be, in my career, super valuable. I actually have some videos of me riding when I was younger, and I still kind of watch those sometimes. I'm like, oh, wow, look at how I was when I was younger. Look at where I am now. Yeah. So I find it super valuable. I see, Ellie. It does sound cool. Woo! Yes, it does. Okay. Let me just see if there's anything else in my notes. I think that's about all. So, who here, okay, having heard this, who here is ready to try like door 2, 3, 5, 8? Okay, remember what I said? Open as many doors as it takes. Okay, I want you guys to be like raising your little emoji hands. I want you to say, I'm going to open as many doors as it takes. Okay, I want you guys to be action takers. I want you to walk away from this video being an action taker. I don't want you to just ride on that horsey hamster wheel. Okay, no more hamster wheel. Maybe comment that. No hamster wheel. Okay, no hamster wheel. Open as many doors as it takes. That is the big, 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 big winner. As I see, I'm opening as many doors as it takes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Open them all. Yes. Love it, love it, love it. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Okay, cool. If you guys have any questions, I want you to also, don't be afraid to comment your questions down below in the chat. Okay. I love addressing questions. I love jumping on, helping you guys every week. Make sure I read every single comment that you guys do. So, comment, comment, comment. I will also say, if you've been watching this video and you're like, that sounds like me, I'm ready to open door 2, 3, 5, whatever, and you need help doing that, I will say that this week I'm accepting some applications. Okay, for those of you who are interested in our Sticky Butt Boot Camp, interested in some of that virtual coaching that I've been talking about, then I want you to comment a purple heart emoji in the comments. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a little link so that we can get you on a call with someone from my team. We like to kind of take in your application on the call, because, to be honest, like, this is a person industry. I don't want to be a stranger danger on the internet. I want to hear from you guys. Okay. So you're going to jump on a call with a human being, talk to each other for 10 minutes. And then if it sounds like a good fit, then you'll also get to talk to me too. Okay. So comment a little purple heart emoji, and I will make sure that I get you in touch with someone in our team and give you the little link so that you can jump on a call with. It's just for this week. We have the applications open. I've gotten I think 11 or 12 applications already. We have about 16 spots open. So make sure you comment that purple heart emoji. And I thank you guys for joining me live and in the recording, and I will see you guys next week. So thank you so much, and bye-bye. Bye, everyone.